All right, who's been waiting for a big sale over at Harbor Freight? How about 20% off any one item in the store? 4 days. That's today through Memorial Monday. Huge sale and everything in the store. Let's jump into it. Well, quick before we do, I want to thank today's sponsor. That is Mudwater. So here's a fun twist for you. My daughter went to Japan last year as an exchange student. And when she came back, she was talking about all things Japanese and all the great food and everything she had. One of the things she couldn't stop talking about was matcha. And I got to tell you, I didn't get it, but you know what? She made me try it. And now, you know what? It's part of my morning routine as well. Now, trying to find one, that was a kind of the kink in the plan there. But Mudwater came through, and it's not just a green tea. It's got an organic Japanese matcha, lion's mane for focus, cordyceps for natural energy, and reishi and chaga to support immunity, which you know is something I need. Plus no sugar, and its ingredients are all USDA organic and Whole30 approved, if that matters to you. Now, I've been using this to replace my morning Diet Cola. It gives me a steady energy without the crash or messy with my sleep and all that kind of feeling weird and jittery and all that kind of stuff that used to, hit me around mid-morning. So if you want to check it out, you can scan my QR code. You can give yourself a sample of the green stuff here. Because trust me, you know what? I think it'll grow on you too. Ooh, hot. Anyway, check it out. Get 50% off your starter kit, and they'll even toss in the frother there that I had for free. Anyway, I was surprised by how much I liked it, and if my daughter were here, she would definitely say, I told you so. All right, you were right. All right, let's get back into it. So the deal is you got to do the inside track, right? Because it's 10%, let me pull it up here. It's 10% off for everybody, but 20% off if you're inside track. And I tell you, this is where inside track really starts saving you money when you do these big purchases and stuff like this. So if you do the inside track, you're getting one coupon. You can use one coupon per day. So that's 4 times you can use this. All right. And there's pretty much no items excluded. And it includes stuff that's in stock right now and pre-orders. All right. That takes us into the first item, which is the roll cabinets. All right, now the problem with this one here is we have it in the wrong color. Let me select it there. There we go. We got it in white. This is the 56 inch, all right? And as somebody who has, all right, I've got the 72 and I've got the 44. I totally agree with you guys. I think the 56 is that sweet spot in size. I mean, I love my 72, but it's big and it's kind of stuck where it is. It's not like it can move it and stuff like that. That 56 inch gets you a lot of flexibility. And then if you want to add a second 56, then you could do like a top box and you can still have the hutch. And again, it gives you that kind of flexibility. I think it's a great box, whether you're a pro or DIYer. And at $900, it's a respectable price, but you're going to throw that not 10, but 20% off. That's going to take $180 off on this thing. This is a fan-freaking-tastic box at that price. And again, it comes in all your Skittle-like colors, unless, of course, your Skittles are slate gray and black, in which case, I'm just going to say, those probably not Skittles. You might not want to try those, but who knows? Take one for the team. Let me know how it works out for you. All right, next up. It's going to be the I Told You So category, and that is the Franklin 1,000 pound capacity hydraulic table cart. Now, the reason I call this I Told You So is because I'm constantly telling people, hey, you need to try this one. And people are like, oh, I don't know. And they wait a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then they finally buy one. And then I get the email, and I get an email every single week about one of these items going, you know what? I didn't listen to you and I held off, and then I finally pulled the trigger on one of these big sales. And brother, you were right, because I'll tell you what, with this cart, it's not about the 1,000 lifting pounds, because I rarely ever use anything close to that, maybe half of that, but it lifts up higher. So getting to that tailgate on your 4x4 truck, this one's the one that's going to get you there. I just lifted, one of the big generators, 10,000 watt generators with a buddy of mine. And he's like, oh, we can heft it in. I'm like, why don't we just use the lifting cart? He's like, oh, I got to get one of these for my shop. This thing's fantastic. It's like a mini forklift. And that's exactly what it is. On top of that, the 1,000 pound, when the table's down, you can press this little bar down here and the whole handle folds flat. So then it just rolls under a table or a workbench out of the way, so it's not taking up space in your shop. And honestly, I use it as a side table in my shop all the time. In fact, I built a little wooden rig I can put on it, and then I can lock in my portable table saw into that. And I can use it for my table saw. Tons of great uses for these things. Don't be limited by just thinking it's just like a little mini forklift. There's tons of things you can do with it when you're not lifting big, heavy objects. It is, again, it's one of those things you don't think about, and then once you have one, you use it for everything. All right, let's go on to the next one. We've got to talk about the Hallmaster trailer. Yes, the price went up, but this is bringing it back down to that $1,000 price. Well, I think it's $1,040. So if you were like, if you're about to pull the trigger and you're bummed, and you're like, oh my gosh, I wanted this, but then the price went up and I can't justify it. Well, maybe now you can, because that's going to bring it back down. All right, then we got to talk the G2 ratchets. We got to talk about the G2 ratchets. These are fantastic ratchets. They feel so good in the hand. And, you know, I was just saying, I gave one away to a friend's son. He's, you know, starting his first set and everything. So I got to replace that. This might be the one to replace it, because here's the 1/2 inch, 26-inch long locking flex head with the comfort grip. And these take comfort grip to the next level. They're not like a Snap-on comfort grip or a Matco or something like that. They're closer to the Tecton. In fact, I think they're even nicer than the Tecton. They should call them luxury grips. They're not right to be on a tool. They're that comfortable. Anyway, so you're looking at $120. That's going to take, was it 12? It was $24 off the price of that. So you're talking sub 100 on a 26-inch locking flex head 1/2 inch ratchet. All right, next up, and of course, it's not just this ratchet, it's all the ratchets. Another one, I'm just talking about ones that people are talking about lately that they've been really excited about, but they're kind of like, I don't know, I'm going to wait for a sale. How about this? We all talked about it. The 2-inch by 48-inch belt grinder coming in at $300. 10% will get you 30, 20% will get you 60. We're looking at $240 on this. $240 for it's a 1 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken, 90-degree rotation belt sander, 2-inch by 48-inch. It is single speed, unfortunately. I know a lot of people are hoping for the variable speed. It is single speed, and no, you're not going to put a speed reducer, variable controller on it. But still, at $240, that is a beast of a machine. All right, another one we talked about is, hey, this used to be in the Bauer, then they moved to the Hercules. It bumped up a few bucks. Well, this is bumping it way back down to just over $100 here. You're going to take, $28 off the price on that to get, if you've been thinking about getting one of these surface conditioning tools, and they're fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic, whether you're working on wood or whether you're working on metal, especially if you're doing some refinishing like an old car or something like that. These things are they take everything off right down to the bare metal so fast on that. Now, another new item that really hasn't been talked about is the rear handle rear handle circ saw here, 7 1/4 inch. We leaked it the other day that it's been showing up in stores. It is not on the website. Don't go to the website, try to find it. It's not there. You're not going to find it, but some stores, I'm not going to guarantee it's in your store, but some stores, price is $150. This is going to be $30 off an item that isn't even on the website yet. So good luck. I know a ton of people have been looking for this saw, and at this price, they're going to fly out the store. This is going to be one of the ones, as soon as the door opens and, oh, look, doors are open. You better hurry if you're going to get your paws on this saw, all right? That's just all there is to it. And then I just want to say, if you're going to be up in my neck of the woods, up in Montana, we've been working on a project with some friends around here. We're trying to make mud great again, if you know what I'm saying. We're looking June 7th and 8th is our first event. It's a local nonprofit called ParkCountyMVP.com. You can go to the website and get directions. You can get information. You can go to our Facebook. You can go to the Instagram. We're going to be out there. We've been working hard the past spring, trying to get the track ready, trying to get everything ready. It's in the beautiful Absaroka Mountains right here in Livingston, Mount Livingston right behind it. We're basically the gateway to Yellowstone. You make a whole trip for you and the family. Come out here, get some mud thrown in, then go see some of the bighorn sheep or the bison or the elk. Oh my gosh. We're cruising down the road. Look over, giant bull elk just sitting right there. They're not usually close to the road. So, and I've got a huge cattle gore on my big pickup truck, and I've hit several deer, and a cow elk, one of the smaller ones, I'd probably be okay with. That bull elk, I don't want to test it, man. That thing huge. They're practically prehistoric. Anyway, if you're up around here, come and check it out. We'd love to see your support. As I said, we're going to be doing this all summer. Then hopefully in the winter, we'll have some snowmobile racing and some ski joring. If you don't know what ski joring is, you got to look it up. It is awesome. Anyway, thanks again to our sponsor, Mudwater. It helps get me perked up in the morning and get rid of my diet soda addiction. As you know, I've been giving up the the old, what was it, the Coke Zero and Pepsi Zero kind of stuff. And it's really helped me shake it. So I'm pretty happy about that. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. If you like what we do here, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.